wasn't for your wellies, where would you be? This country would grind to a halt and no a thing would grow if it wasn't for the workers in their wellies. Wellies, they're wonderful, oh wellies, they're swell, if it wasn't for your wellies.
Welcome back everyone. We finally get to make our silage. It rains, we'll talk more about that later. The build on our 2 new sheds continues and the cows are milking unreal.
10 mil of rain in the gates this morning. I think there was 1 in at the start, so 9 mil of rain last night. Delay the silage a bit now.
The cow is now out here topping again. As you can see, I've got nothing done. And as you can see by this little track heading along here, it looks like I went along but nothing's been mown. Sure didn't back there, or I presume somewhere back there, because that's where it is topped. The fucking bolt broke on me again. This is a new one I'm putting on now. I forgot to take a video of it. Now, if you start to think I'm a bad driver, I swear to God, I didn't hit anything. It's just these ones are a bit, not maybe, built for this sort of job. So we're putting on another one and we'll try to do the rest of the field without breaking another one. Which is well in there now. So hopefully I'll have to go back and find where it broke off and can start topping again. So that's what I did yesterday evening and doing a bit for Pia. So yeah, Mum's away in college today. Oscar is, don't know actually what Oscar's doing. He's leaving at home. Didn't see him all this morning. And the girls and Dad are gone to Quinn's to get some stuff for doing something. I wasn't told. Get going.
Fionn doing a bit more topping. He's after going through 2 shear bolts, giving out about the quality of the shear bolt. So I came back to help him there. I assumed something else was wrong. Just pulled half a roll of thorny wire out from out around the blade. That'll help. Took a lump out of my hand as well. So I'll go. Sky's staying very watery. Chances of doing silage are getting slimmer by the minute. Bit of movement on the site today. That topsoil or that subsoil, whatever, the last bit of stuff over there has been moved off. And we're going to get the rest of the site blinded off. All going to plan. Bit of progress, good stuff. Afternoon everyone. It's Tuesday afternoon, just going 20 to 4. We're ready to get milk in here. Oscar's over topping up the hoppers with meal there for the calves. It's going to be milking with me now. We have minor football this evening, myself and Fionn. Our plan was to mow down silage this evening, depending on what rain fell last night. We had about 8 or 9 mil, but unfortunately we had probably another mil or mil and a half, maybe 2 today. Silage plans are abandoned for today anyway. We'll see what way things go tonight and in the morning. We'll make a plan then. We'll ring Kevin after milking. Have silage fed out in the field. We're buffer feeding. As I predicted, we lost a litre, less than a litre of milk. Just close that door there because Niall is in there working away, clearing off the last of the soil, as I said in the video there this morning. Making good progress. So our collection 2 days ago was 6674 and today litres, and today was 6571 litres, so down 103 litres. Thought we'd be down a little bit with the hoo-ha that was going on with the cows the other day, so but less than a litre of cows, so it's grand. We get that back. Yeah, so it's just been one of them days. Ellen's been away at college all day. She had exams. The girls were off school, so they were floating. We went to the town earlier on. Fionn was topping, disaster. Couldn't get shear bolts going on the tractor, or the topper, they kept breaking for him. We'll have a look at that in the morning. We'll get a stronger shear bolt and see. So it's either Fionn's fault or it's the shear bolts. I think it's the shear bolts. Might be a little bit of Fionn too, because I was able to do a lap of the field and nothing went wrong. And he hopped back into the tractor and turned it on. The shear bolt snapped. So yeah, we'll see. Anyway, we're going to drive on, get these cows milked now, and see how we go. Just turned off the milking parlour there, the machine there. I was talking to Kevin, the contractor, about silage and looking out into our bit of overgrowth there. And if you're able to see, where's my finger? Just there to the left of the high mat, see it? That thing that's standing as still as a statue. It's a deer. I'm going to let him shout now. See if it'll move. See its head moving? Well, she's standing there watching. That's a bit close to the yard for comfort now. Hey, how are you? Show was half tame, lads. Absolutely no fear of me, anyway. Wow.
I'm here watching the video screaming at Joe going, she wants you to follow her. And if you're a Harry Potter fan like we all are, you're like, she's the Patronus, Harry.
What is going on? This is highly unusual behaviour. I don't know why. Want to join the herd? Away she goes. Morning everybody, it's Wednesday morning, the 4th of June. It's just a couple of minutes past 5 o'clock, so I'm nipping up the road here in the van to open up our gates onto the silage ground. Kevin is on the way in this morning, Kevin our contractor. He's going to be here probably during milking to mow down our silage, and we're going to pick it up this evening then and get into the pit. Back to a bit old school mow and pick up on the same day, but unfortunately that's where we are with the weather. There's a heavy band of rain forecast for late tonight into tomorrow morning, and then it's pretty broken every day over the weekend. So silage grass needs to come off now. It's gone very heavy, quality is deteriorating by the day, and obviously it's wet, and with the broken weather it's just going to get wetter and wetter. So we're going to do a bit of a smash and grab job and we'll get it done, fingers crossed. So nipping around the road now, open the gates so everything's ready to rock for when Kevin gets here. A busy day ahead then. We milk cows, there'll be cows on for AI. We have to get our silage into the wagon for the seedling, for the buffer feeds. And we got a phone call yesterday that Waylon, the wagyu, he's ready to be collected. He's been chopped up yesterday and this morning. He's been ready to be collected in Carlow. We have to get the van over to go into the garage for a few hours. Then there's football and stuff this evening. I have someone lined up to train the boys because we're going to be covering the silage pit. Yeah, it's going to be a busy Wednesday. Get this silage done, we'll drive it on. These two ladies have been joined at the hip since they calved. Calved at the same time on the same day back in the spring, and now they are stuck to each other like twins. Don't leave the field without each other. Generally come in the same row in the milking parlour. Always bawling, looking, wondering where she is. So I think they have realigned themselves as a mother and daughter situation or something, I don't know. But one is generally not too far away from the other. Funny. Different looking sunrise this morning. The big M is in. Silage going to be dropped. Big M is in, working away, cutting the top of the football field. The lower side of where they've grazed there then, down at the very end of the field. Do that flat bit down there. Zoom in. He's at the far side of the road, dropped already. Self-propelled crone mower, the big M it's called. Mower on the front and then two mowers on the side. It's cutting about 30 foot of grass at a time. Beast. Just up here in Paddy's, the back of the house it's called. So Kevin is in there in the far side of the ditch, mowing the last field now, the back of the barn. Looks a heavy crop, so it does. You just kick it up a bit there, you can see there's a good bit of moisture on it, stem, etc. So it's to come off. Like this is mowed about 10 minutes or so now and it's already dry on top. So when the boys come in a couple of hours to row it up, it'll shake it up a little bit more and the underside will get dry. Field is dry underfoot, no complaints there. No, getting a bit of drone footage.
Sons are back from near and far. The neighbours are in to give a hand. The AC on the cab was broke. The old John Deere was blowing smoke. I was bouncing like a kangaroo, only stopping for a bowl of stew. Driving 19 hours a day. I've some pain in my hole from that sage. Me back. But I don't care, and you don't care, 'cause we're all hauling grass. Here we go. Keep your Lanzarote, 'cause the Del's all my ass. I'd rather be in Ireland, flat out hauling grass. Out in the hills of sweet County Wicklow lives Joe O'Neill with his head all aglow. A farmer by trade with an degree in animal science, he tends to his cows both early and late. But every June when the grass grows tall, he tidies his yard and readies it all. With a prayer in his heart and a gleam in his eye, he says this is the week now the silage'll fly.
So Kevin has finished mowing down. He's finished there about half an hour ago. The rake will be here just after lunchtime. Now it's 10 to 1, and the plan is that the lads will be in sometime between 3 and 4. They're picking up 30 acres there somewhere this morning. So I have our covers just in here in Quinn's picking them up. Heading home now.
That's where the pit is going tomorrow. Myself and Farmer Joe are off to Castledermot to collect the butchered up wagyu from the butcher.
Super. Alright.
Our animals go to a gourmet meat factory and then it goes back to their butcher, and that's where we collect it. Here goes the first load into the yard. Here's Joe with Mick that's to be on the loader. And here's the first trailer load. Big one. That is not Mick, that is Kevin. Kevin owns the business of Wheel Contractor. Rosie, of course. Load one in the yard. It's the first load in, Fionn. Mister. What's he doing with that now? Just leveling it out flat? Oh, the width of the pit he's forming.
Yeah, so...
And how come he's on the loader himself?
Oh, I don't know. Nick was no relation to them.
Did you say they're not related? I just presumed they were related.
Nick that drives the loader?
Yeah.
No. He has a brother, well obviously Big Mick that has died, but he's no...
Oh, that's what the confusion is.
Yeah.
Out in the hills of sweet County Wicklow, with a prayer in his heart and a gleam in his eye, he says this is the week now the silage'll fly.
There's one neighbour's cows and the other neighbour's cows there in the fields across from us. Kieran Dowling, you might remember him from, he was the lad that brought our tractor to get fixed last year. Saved the day for us all together. Myself and Fionn are here in the kitchen weighing all the different cuts of meat so we can go and compare it to the last cow. Blood dripping everywhere. And then it's put away in the freezer time. Well, actually, I'm going to let Fionn start putting away and I'm going to cook some steaks.
But oh, here comes the rain again. Buckets and barrels are right soaking pain. He curses the clouds and the sky turning gray. Sweet mother of Jesus, not this day. His mower's on standby, the pit standing wide. But Joe O'Neill's silage is nowhere to bide. He checked met air and the forecast was grand. Sunshine and breeze for the whole bleeding land. He told young Fionn, it's time, no delay. But 10 minutes later, sure flooding came their way. He yelled at the heavens, are ye taking the mick? His wife made him tease, said Joe have a rest. But he stared at the radar, a man possessed. Oh, here comes the rain again. Just as he starts her, it lashes in vain. The clouds roll in with a cheeky old grin while Joe just sighs. He's out talking sternly to clouds in the rain.
It absolutely lashed down. I mean lashed down. I came around the road in the car and we had the wipers on full blast, water running down the road. So Silage 2025 is paused till the morning. The field will be destroyed, silage will be absolutely soaking wet. So there's more rain to come through tonight. We'll just see what happens now. It's cut, it's going to be picked up at some stage tomorrow. We'll give it every chance in the morning to dry off and see what happens. Can't win them all. Morning everyone. Thursday the 5th of June. It's about 6:20. Go and get the cow's milk here now. Need to hold off a few minutes there. The Quinn's meal lorry was in, so he's just finished there now. Going to get milk and get the cows out. At the wait because the cows will be distracted by the noise of the meal going into the bin. Parked where they're going to be walking out. Where are we? It's wet. So just in the video, it abandoned the silage making because of an extremely heavy shower rain that came in. Just fucking biblical stuff in 20 minutes or so there. It was fields going to be destroyed and stuff. Knew there was another band of rain coming through tonight and I woke us with my alarm. I had been awake a little bit before that and said it was raining about 20 minutes and it has been raining since. So yeah, we're making wet silage. I accepted that fact. How wet it's going to be now is up for debate. Look, if it stops raining now and we get a few dry hours there, we'll get the lads in this morning or mid-morning and get the rest of it in. The concern now is that we would do damage to the fields or be carrying in dirt or something that would go into the silage and not, spoil it and cause potential troubles when we're feeding out in the winter. There's no weather between now and maybe next Tuesday to shake it out and let it dry, so we're going to get it off at some stage today and take it on the chin. That's the decision I've made right now. We'll see how it goes over milking. The rain could be hopping off the roof while you're milking, but look, we'll see how it goes. It is what it is. Yeah, and just on that, I felt that the grass needed to come off. The quality was starting to dip. We had a weather window yesterday and decided to take it. Everyone's talking about, there's a cool weather forecast next week. Next week's meant to be great, I've heard that about 5 times yesterday. But sure, we're already a couple of days over when we wanted to cut it. That'd be another week, and what if that weather didn't come? It's the way I weighed it up. Hasn't worked out. We would have been fine when we got that freak show yesterday evening. Would have been fine. It stopped raining afterwards, but it came so heavy, we just had to hold off. Anyway, look, we'll talk about it for the next hour. I feel no better about it, and you'll be bored to tears. Slime's going to be wet. That's what it is. We're going to get these cow's milk now. You can see the lorry reversing back out there. We're going to get the cow's milk now and we'll drive it on. Spoke to Kevin there, so plan made, they're coming in around 11 o'clock. The forecast says that blue sky is meant to be more prevalent than that stuff. So fingers crossed, they'll come at 11 and we'll nurse it in and see how we go.
So I've had an orthodontic appointment in Carlow, so on the way home we stopped in the local supermarket to the carvery counter and got dinners made up for the silage men. They'll be in at some stage, we hope, today. Some dinners, 2 apple tarts, some energy gels for Joe's match tonight, fresh cream. Good to go, Si, aren't we? Back to school with you. Come on.
Evening everybody, it's Thursday evening, the 5th of June, just about 6:10. Cows are milked and gone out for the night. Update on our silage. Nothing happened today. Contacted Kevin this morning to come in at 11. Time 11 o'clock came, it was spilling rain. We pushed it out to 12. Time 12 came, it was spilling rain, rang at 1 o'clock and scouring over the weather apps and all. Most significant break or window of opportunity seemed to be tomorrow morning. We had showers that continued for the afternoon, some torrential, some not so torrential. Yeah, so that's the plan we're going with now. The boys are going to be in at 8 o'clock in the morning, fingers crossed, and we'll get it knocked in and get it into the pit. To try and counteract the wetness, we have purchased a silage additive, Eco Seal Dry, I think it's called. Going to go on through the harvester as it's picking up the grass. The whole idea of the additive is to help the grass and soil by increasing the sugar activity, the level of sugar that's in the grass. Because it's so wet, the bacteria will really struggle to activate the sugars to turn into lactic acid to lower the pH and make quality silage. So the additive is going to raise the sugars and help and raise the availability of the sugars to help the bacteria do its job, and will make silage of whatever quality. So yeah, look, we took a gamble, it didn't work. We were caught badly by that shower last night that wasn't forecast. We knew there was going to be rain today, so it is what it is. For anyone in the comments that is like, oh, why'd you do it in the dry weather? Don't even go there, lads. Our fertiliser wasn't out long enough.
Yes, science!
We weren't holding off trying to get crazy heavy bulky silage. Fert wasn't out long enough. We took a gamble, it didn't pay off. That's farming. You know, we'll learn from it now next year.
So you do have a plan?
Get our plan in place for the winter. We'll get it analysed early, full nutrient and mineral analysis on it, and we will have a plan in place early autumn. So we'll decide what the silage can be fed to, and then what we need, either an energy source or a protein source or whatever needs to be put to it to balance it. It's dry cow feed. As you can see behind me, I'm standing behind bales. I better tell you what they are. This is the first of the 300 bales that we've purchased. 50 of them landed today. Made, no rain, dry, should be high quality. So I'm looking forward to opening one of them in a couple of weeks' time to see what they're like. So right now, that's our high quality feed that we have to be fed at the start of the winter when the cows are still milking. There's more of them coming next week, so fingers crossed. This is the situation that we're in now, that we know we have to buy in feed. We thought that we'd be making high quality silage ourselves. It's not turned out that way, so we'll try and source high quality bales if we can. Just the way it goes. So we're going to drive it on. Going to play some football now. The adult team are in Division 4 quarter final up in the field against Ratnew. So we're going to head up there, put the boots and the shorts on and run around like a fool for a little while and see how we go.
Yes, Joe!
All right. Dino! Turn and help him, Dino! Get out there and help him!
Eco Seal. Getting loaded in. We're back in action under a very watery sky. Getting it done.
Sons are back from near and far. I've one lad back from Mullingar. The neighbours are in to give a hand. Bridget's baking scones to beat the band. Oh, she is, yeah. The AC on the cab was broke. The old John Deere was blowing smoke. I was bouncing like a kangaroo, only stopping for the bowler's stew. Driving 19 hours a day. I've some pain in my hole from that sage. She's me back. But I don't care, and you don't care, cause we're all hauling grass. Here we go! Keep your lands ruddy, cause the gel's all my ass. I'd rather be in Ireland, flat out hauling grass. For half a mile behind me, no one can get past.
field and a half to go, and it's filling up the yard nicely.
Hello to Oscar O'Neill here. We finally have started. There's that over there.
No more rain came, just clear skies and song. And Joe made his silage, though it took him so long. Now every June when the forecast turns gray, he laughs with his pint of milk and he'll cheerfully say, if you want to make silage, you'd best bring your mite, and a rosary, a raincoat, and a satellite. Farmer Joe goes back to work as he says to himself, drive it on, drive it on, drive it. No more rain came, just clear skies and song. And Joe made his silage, though it took him so long. Now every June, when the forecast turns gray, he laughs with his pint of milk and he'll cheerfully say, if you want to make silage, you'd best bring your mite, and a rosary, a raincoat, and a satellite. Farmer Joe goes back to work as he says to himself, drive it on, drive it on, drive it on.
So, auto glass are in. Door replacing the tractor. Happy days.
An hour and a half after the pit was covered, the heavens opened and it bucketed down for a good 25 minutes. This is a Refractometer and we're testing the sugars in the grass before it was cut for making silage. Ideally it would be over 3 on the brick scale. It's just at 3, as you can see here. I was trying to film through the Refractometer, so not as bad as we thought, hopefully. As Joe said, and as usual, we'll get the silage tested and know for sure. We'd like to give our condolences to both of our contractors, Kevin O'Neill and Martin O'Neill, on the passing of their brother Mick last week, who has often worked on our farm. We give our sincerest sympathies to his wife Teresa and son Brendan. Thanks a million everyone for watching this silage video. We're really trying to show an honest view of a family dairy farm with our small workforce, trying to show behind the scenes of real life and not a glossy magazine version. If you like our style of vlog, please like and subscribe. If you're still here at this stage of the video, here is the time lapse that Joe took of covering the silage pit before his phone fell down.